talk about next week, because if you haven't heard, we've been repeating it all day. We have 2 play days next week in both of our regions in EU and APAC North. But next Wednesday, same time, you'll see us back here talking about APAC North. And next Friday will be yet another day. And the week after that will also be a repetition where we have 2 play days in the week. Those are the 2 super weeks that we have in each stage from now on. Now, these are the matches that we have scheduled for our next play day. And, you know, they're Fnatic versus CAG. You got Damwon Gaming versus Guts, Fav versus Talon, and Cloud9 versus T1. So Damwon versus Guts. Des, what do you think?
Bit of a rough one, actually. I think Damwon have shown a couple more cracks today, like we saw early on against Cloud9 last week. Guts today were okay, I'd say. Still got rolled over by Cyclops, but again, Cyclops are a top team. It's going to be another one of those kind of mid-table scraps, I think, where the 2 of them are currently jostling for 5th and 6th position. Who can break into the top 4, assuming one of the top 4 do slip up. That's what that game's going to be all about.
All right, that's game 1. Up afterwards, it's Fav versus Talon. Yet again, Korea versus Japan. Fluke, what do you think?
It's going to be really exciting. I mean, this is the 3rd and 4th place team. Currently, this will really start to put a bit of a distance between them, possibly. I think it's 6 points and 5 points apiece at the end of today. So this, whatever we get from this, is going to start to divide the table. And I think that's when things get really dicey as that week progresses.
All right, Fnatic versus Cyclops, Ace.
I think there's only one answer that I can really give at this point, given the performances that we see out of Fnatic seem to be going downhill. They're playing another good side here in Cyclops. The map pick is going to be very important. Fnatic need to do their homework and get themselves onto a favourable map. Cyclops, for me, I think probably take the win.
All right, and finally, Cloud9 versus T1. Stein Happers.
Do you need to ask is the question? Because
I have to contractually, yeah.
Cloud9, I think that's a pretty clear one. T1, okay, yes, they are starting to get some rounds in, right? But nowhere near what they actually should be putting on the board to be able to challenge Cloud9. So I think Cloud9 will be taking that very easily.
Of course, we all know Rainbow is Magic is currently live. It went live around 24 hours ago. So I'm curious to see what more Magic will be happening next Friday, because it will be a magical day as we have 2 play days. There's, you know, Thursday where people can kind of rest and relax and these teams can get ready. But those are the matches that you'll have to expect next Friday, April 9th. Reminder, Wednesday the 7th and Friday the 9th. Cyclops versus Talon. Fluke, what would you think would set things up for this game, keeping in context what we have right now in points, but also what can happen on Playday 4 next Wednesday?
I have a feeling Cyclops are going to be going into that as one of the 2 unbeaten teams of that week that are still on top of the board. And I think they're going to want to try and keep that until they go toe-to-toe with C9. I think they'll be really heated up for when they play Talon.
Fnatic Guts, Ace?
I've got to go the same way. I think they come in off a loss to Cyclops more than likely. As Em said, they keep themselves unbeaten. So Fnatic still struggling against a team in Guts that we've seen perform well so far. You know, they're showing that they are up there. I think, honestly, it's a little bit of a slippery slope for Fnatic at the minute.
Well, Fav versus Cloud9. Des. There's so much to
that game. That's all I can say. I'm really excited about that as a game overall. This one will really depend, I think, on how the Playday against Talon goes for Fav as to whether or not it's going to be a competition. Playday 1, Fav got bullied by Cyclops, and there's Cloud9 as another top team that are up there alongside Cyclops coming up against Fav. I worry that Fav can't deal with the aggression like what Cyclops showed in the defense on Coastline, in the same vein as what Cloud9 brought out today against Fnatic on Consulate. Same sort of story. Fav need to get a lot better at dealing with aggressive defenses if they're going to come out on top of that game.
Finally, Damwon versus T1. Stein Happers again.
This one could actually be close, depending if Damwon is going to be able to fix their mistakes of not being able to hold the site well. Maybe T1 is going to be able to get a point. Overall, though, I still see Damwon taking the win right there. They are in a little bit of better form than T1, but there is an opportunity by the way how Damwon played today.
All right. Overall, this is pretty much all we have for you, ladies and gentlemen.